the farming upbringing. It just printed something in this head. I wrote my final exam at UNZA on a Friday, took a rest on Saturday, Sunday. Monday I had a full-time job.
Perception out there is that you are Zambia's most wealthiest person. Is that true?
There are lots of perceptions out there.
Would you say that it's true? You're among the wealthiest people?
I think we are fortunate. In our home in Wengwa, as you may know, that Wengwa is a historical place, politically. Check your history on the political independence struggle. That's a place where a lot of cattle were raised to fund the freedom struggle. It's in our home in Wengwa. It is said that our family must have been there over 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Because we have pre-Stone Age sites, Stone Age sites, Iron Age sites in our area. Actually, in the place I'm headman. By the way, are you aware I'm senior headman in the village?
So shall I call you headman Hakainde?
No, really, just a church. Just a church.
All right.
In the place where I'm senior headman Hakainde.
Yeah.
Senior headman Hakainde, right? I'm Hakainde, I'm senior headman Hakainde. I found the name in the family ancestral heritage. We have Stone Age sites, which indicates that our community, and particularly our family, very large family, has inhabited that area for that long. So, true Zambia, grew up in the village, and Wengwa, Monze West, and went to primary school there, local primary school, grade 1 to grade 4, then moved on to a place somewhere in west of Pemba, where my uncle was teaching, you know, those days, and did my primary, upper primary, grade 5, 6, 7. Then I went to secondary school in Kalomo, Form 1, and from there, national service. I'm a trained soldier myself.
Oh, wow.
You may not know that. And then University of Zambia. And the rest is history. I was born in a grass-thatched house. Not in a maternity wing of a clinic or hospital. In a grass-thatched house, you know, traditional birth attendants brought us up into the world. And through assisting, obviously, our mother.
Yeah.
And grew up in that environment. Tended cattle at an early age. That's a business we knew. You can actually...
How old were you when you were tendering cattle?
Oh, we start as early as when you start walking. Because the first assignment is to basically look after calves. As you get to 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years up, you're looking after calves. When you get to 5 years, you start going out to look after the calves. And there we learnt responsibility. We learnt accountability.
Yeah.
We learnt the art and habit of work, hard work. It stems from there. It doesn't just occur from nowhere.
Exactly.
You don't pluck it from the trees.
Not at all.
It is an upbringing.
Yeah.
That is what we learned. And we're very proud and happy that we came from that environment. And I wrote my final exam at UNZA on a Friday, took a rest on Saturday, Sunday. Monday I had a full-time job. Literally, after my last exam, I had only 2 days to rest. Then I went into a job. So I started work very early.
Were you hunting while you were in school? Were you jump
I was on an attachment.
Okay.
There used to be a system that was called attachment or secondment. During second, third year, I worked for a firm called Corpus Alignment. So, and obviously based on my third year results, the employers were confident, luckily, that would graduate.
Wow.
So they offered me a job. Basically, I had a job. You can argue that I had a job when I was a third year student. So by the time I did my final fourth year and 2 days rest, I had a job. You know, where we come from, extended families, they're huge. They're huge.
When you say huge, what are the numbers? What are we looking at?
I'll give you an example. When we were 6-year-olds, we shared a meal, maybe 26 of us.
Wow.
Similar age group. Slightly bigger boys who were bullying us, but on average,
Okay.
A group is eating there, another group is eating there, and that's how it was. So
Perfect.
we learned it from there.
Wow. Can you attribute the man that you've become now to where you're coming from?
Indeed.
Because you
By
seem
and
to be
large.
very principled, you seem to know, you know where you're going, you know what you want. You seem to be a go-getter. Other than your upbringing, do you think you would allude that to your parents? Do you have any mentor that helped you to become what you are today?
Yeah, I think number one, the upbringing,
Yeah.
which is really God's choice.
Ah,
No one chooses where you are born. And that's very important for this community called Zambia to understand. No child chooses who the father and mother is. It's a decision of God through father and mother, how they met, how they loved each other. No child is responsible for that. You're brought up in there. So, but it's that community that brought you up, that molds you at that early stage. And you know that sticks in your mind. Your early engagement sticks in your mind. So yes,
yeah.
the upbringing. And for us, the farming upbringing. It just printed something in this head. Two, I think it's a school.
Yeah.
Let us be clear and fair. Added on to this best is the school, number two. Education is the best equalizer. Children are equal, born equal. They must have access to opportunity. It starts with education. Of course, I'll bring in education.
Yeah.
Number three, experience. What did you do after school, after college? I went to work for a professional firm, Coopers and Library. British firm, global firm. Learnt a lot. I think it's fair to acknowledge that we learnt a lot.
Yeah.
Discipline, hard work, deliverables, on time. And if you didn't do your work, you knew it, you did not succeed. You knew it. You were praised every 6 months in the office. And many of our colleagues didn't make it. God's will, we made it.
Yeah.
Actually made it quite early in life. That too is a blessing. And I say thank you to the colleagues that gave us that experience. So after which, really, then you return to your old ways. How you utilize your education, how you utilize the experience, work experience, how you utilize the business opportunities. For me, I started business at a very early age.
Who inspired you to start business?
I think it was, as I said, the early days.
Yeah.
Self-reliance. A culture of giving, not taking.
Yeah.
You can't give what you have not created.
Exactly.
So you needed to work to create. First for yourself, for your family, extended, remember I said we, extended family.
Yeah, yeah.
Now we're seeking public office to give our skill, our experience, our ways of doing things to the broader family called Zambia, 17 plus million people. So I think it comes from that culture. So all of these things you get later on in life eventually return you to your upbringing, which then drives you to get to certain ways of doing it. Of course, it's true that at an early stage, I got exposed to traveling. Regional, internally in the country, regionally, globally. Very, very educative. Very educative. You know? Because you may think that your mother is the best cook. Because you haven't eaten food from another one.
Yeah.
As you travel, you begin to see different things, the way of doing things, the culture, approach to business, approach to work. A lot of people think that the first world countries are lucky. I disagree, madam. They work hard. At individual level, I was working in the London office. First, in the Birmingham office of Coopers and Library. Hard work. There was no issue of 8 hours to 17 hours. That's not how we defined work in the firm, in my business interaction. The work was defined by deliverables. deliverables on time.
Like that. Yeah.
And then you realize that out there, young people make real money because the opportunities are there. They've had education. There are opportunities in the workplace, in the business place. Governments support their people. Governments support their people. They don't work against their people. They support their people. And that's why you see a lot of success stories out there. And as I traveled around, I said, we can do it in Zambia.
True.
We have all the resources. We can do it. I think that's a combination of the motivation. And I must be honest with you. We Africans believe, let me be fair, many Africans believe that we must share, we must give. I do believe we must share and give. But we cannot share poverty. We have to create
The
value,
wealth first, yeah.
the wealth. Then we can distribute. Otherwise, you distribute emptiness, and we all suffer. We should not allow a country to run on that basis. Thank you.
Okay. Now, talking about wealth, perception out there is that you are Zambia's most wealthiest person. Is that true?
There are lots of perceptions out there.
Would you say that it's true? You're among the wealthiest
There is.
people?
I think we are fortunate. Let me answer your question this way. We are fortunate to have, first, to be alive. Life belongs to God. We're very fortunate. Many young people die before they reach the age of 5. You know the infant mortality rate.
Yeah.
You know deaths at birth, both the child and the mother. We're thankful to God that we're alive. Second, we had the education, opportunity, which we want to give to other children of Zambia. Because I feel for them. I see myself in them. Then
That's
the experience we had. Then the opportunity to do business. So I say we are fortunate in that sense. But remember I said that it's not lucky. It's hard work.
It's hard work,
so you
for
get the
sure.
opportunity, utilize it.
Yeah.
So we were able to utilize an opportunity that came our way. You may say we found it or we looked for it or it came our way. It doesn't matter. But we utilized it. So I must say thank you for that.